Over the past week or so, I have been trying to take a short break off of Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube because I have been having some really weird health problems. I've been having issues personally that have resulted in my hands, feet, and just general my limbs going numb for long periods of the day and me being rendered pretty much useless. Like, my job on and offline is to draw and create using my hands, and now out of nowhere I simply can't do that. Like, I can't do the things that I need to do to make money. My basic plan was to wait a couple days until things in my body and just generally started to look better and things started to get better, and upload work that I had been doing for a while in the meantime. But because of what's going on right now on Twitter and how I feel like it's time sensitive, I felt like it was important to kind of shut up and make this video as soon as possible. Today we are going to be talking about maps on Twitter, specifically an account that claims to be a minor who supports maps and, quote, map rights, which is not a thing that should exist ever at any point in time ever. This account tweeted about being new to map Twitter and then went further to claim that they had in fact met plenty of maps via Twitter who were super cute, nice, friendly people, and that this person claiming to be a child were on their way to meet one of them in real life, which is incredibly disturbing, but becomes even more disturbing when this alleged 13-year-old girl hasn't tweeted anything since. Like, they tweeted, "I'm going to meet a map in real life," and then it was ghost town. Personally, while I don't know the veracity of any of these claims, I don't know if this is someone trolling the internet with a really dark and disturbing prank, I do think it still needs to be talked about and it needs to be discussed, and we once again need to talk about the idea of people associating positively with people who are trying to reclaim and rebrand their attraction to children as being a part of the LGBT community. Also, please be mindful that this is a sensitive subject and that is something that could be insanely triggering and disturbing for some. So if this topic is at all too much for you, I encourage you to pause this video right now and go watch something much lighter. Might I recommend literally any Garrett Watts video or the Nickelodeon Hotel Defunctland episode. One of my all-time favorites. It'll help. It's relaxing. I don't know. It's just involving my interest, and it's something that is not as intense. With that out of the way, let's talk about these maps. For those of you who think I am actively mad about topography and the art of map making, or maybe thought I was mad about animations made by vulnerable people, unfortunately, I have to be the first to inform you that the term map is being used by a group of people online as a way to rebrand themselves away from being criminals. You see, if you identify as a MAP or MAP, you are saying you are a minor attracted person, or are claiming that you, an adult, are only attracted to children who cannot consent to any sort of relationship with you. Another term that you are oft to see on someone who identifies as a MAP on their Twitter page or in their bio of any social media is AOA, or age of attraction, with some people going as far as to boast that they are attracted to children between the ages of 1 to 5, and the like. Also note, when I say boast, I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to exaggerate what I mean. I mean, those are the things that these people, these maps, think are important enough to put on their Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, or whatever fucking social media in their bios. These are the things that they think are worthy of sharing right off the bat with everyone who comes to their page, and they aren't shy about telling people, hey, I want to commit a literal crime. Hey, I want to assault people between these ages. Like, these are the things that they think are defining facts about themselves. Think of some for you right now. Things that you think are intrinsic to you and only you. Most people would think of their star sign, maybe their pronouns, or if you're like me and you don't take bios very seriously, you might include a joke or two because you aren't making a bio on social media that you are serious about or that's related to a business. There are words. There are things that you would put just as a laugh, as a goof, or things that you could put seriously, but these are the words that these people will use to recognize you across social media. And these people, these adults, these maps, choose to say, yes, I am attracted to children proudly, and here are the children's ages that I'm attracted to. It's disgusting. It's gross. And anyone with the gall to admit that and go into such detail should be looked into, because I do not and will not ever trust any one of these people. However, for some reason, there has been a deliberate push, both by these maps and very naive people, to try and normalize their sexual feelings towards children. There has been a deliberate effort to try and make them being attracted to literal children something that can never and will never be consensual or okay. There's a push to lump that in with people who are in the LGBTQIA+ community, and it is disturbing. And it's also equally disturbing is that some of these pro-map allies are literally children who don't know any better, or at least I believe they don't know any better. So let's talk about the account that has been allegedly talking to and is possibly in danger from their communications with maps on Twitter. I'm going to personally censor the name strictly specifically because this person posted a lot, and I mean a lot, of inappropriate material on their Twitter that I do not recommend anyone going up and searching for themselves. But their first initial tweet, that is their own and not a retweet, is in support of maps, says this: "Maps are really sweet and really cute, heart icon. Sorry, but they are valid. Personally, if this were to come across my timeline at any point on Twitter, I would see this as obvious anger bait. Most people, especially on Twitter, who are in the pro-map community, don't usually put their statements out like this and so blatantly invite dissenting opinions into their world. Like, they try to at least hide it a little bit better. So I would probably have muted and ignored this account thinking it's a troll. However, this tweet did receive a good amount of attention for what they had said, with 3 retweets and multiple people commenting that maps are disgusting and that they shouldn't be supported, and some people saying, "Girl, you are 13, that's a big fat no from me." However, when going through replies, there was one that massively stood out to me because it had been deleted, and the account had responded positively to this tweet. In response to saying that maps are sweet and cool and valid, this account apparently reached out and said something that made her say, "Oh, stop, I'm blushing, heh," and then responded again, to which she said, "Hee hee, cutie," and then, for some reason, everything was deleted, as if this conversation never took place. That, to me, is equal parts ominous and disturbing, and it doesn't sit well with my soul now that this person has been offline for 3 days. On the same day, she posted this: "Maps are so very nice. I just joined Map Twitter, and everyone's been so kind, sweet, and absolutely adorable. I just want to kiss every map I see, hee hee." Again, that seems like obvious bait to me. It doesn't feel like a person would really say this at any point, much less a person who is tweeting for the first time and would like rapidly put all of these tweets out in the span of hours, because I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not, but these are the first tweets from her account, and the account was made this month. It was made in August of 2020, and these accounts were the first things she was saying. So again, the legitimacy of the situation is not lost on me, because there are some reasons why we should believe or we should question the veracity of the statement. I also don't want to see something like this happen. Like, I genuinely don't want to see someone being victimized in real time on Twitter. I don't want to watch that go down as if it's entertainment or fodder, but that's an entirely different matter. She then goes on to retweet someone saying the difference between antis and maps is choice. Maps can't choose who they are attracted to. Antis can choose to be horrible people who harass and send death threats. And to that, I say, personally, if me wanting to destroy the multiple men and women who have assaulted my friend when they were less than 5 years old and make them suffer the way my friends have suffered is wrong, then I don't want to be right. If you can't control who you're attracted to and you choose to assault unwilling participants who are children, that isn't a big whoopsie. That's not a, "Oops, I'm sorry, my bad, it happened one time, leave me alone, I can't help it." This isn't something people need to get over because you can't help it. This isn't oppression. It's not. Mirroring it as oppression is stupid. That is disgusting. You are disgusting, and the absolute gall to look at someone in their eyes and say that hating maps is wrong is absolutely bonkers to me, and it's something that nobody would say to someone's face, because if they would, it just wouldn't end well, and they know that, and Twitter gives them this platform just to say this dumbass shit. Now again, the account we're talking about was made and started tweeting on the 12th of August, but according to them, by the 16th of August, they had already decided to meet someone from the map side of Twitter. She tweeted this: "I will be meeting someone from Map Twitter soon, and it makes me very excited. They're a map as well. I can't wait to sit on their lap and play video games with them." She then goes on to tweet, "I'll be meeting them tomorrow, so I'm really excited." And then the next day, they posted their last tweet at time of recording, which is to say, "I'm going to see my friend now. Have a good day, everyone." And again, since time of recording, 3 whole days later, they haven't returned, leading to most people believing that something incredibly disturbing has happened here. Personally, I don't know what to think, because on one hand, I so want to believe that this isn't real. I don't want to believe this is happening. I genuinely don't want to think that there is a child in danger or being exploited online the same way so many other children are exploited. I don't want to say that I bore witness to someone being coerced into meeting a known predator willingly in real time, but I also can't discount the fact that these things can and have happened, and they have happened on every social media site. Honestly, I'm really disturbed, and I keep trying to look up this case and see if there are any missing children or any stories that match with this case that have come up in the past 3 days, but so far I haven't found anything. Honestly, I don't want to discount the fact that this situation could be all lies. I don't want to say it's all true. However, I think the discussion needs to be had about what's going on here, because frankly, it's freaking me out. I want to know though what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think this is real? Do you think this is fake? Why or why not? What what do you think about maps? Because frankly, I'm shocked that it's even a question. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a good and safe day. Please be careful with who you talk to on the internet. And with that, I'm out of here. Later.